Hey guys, so I just got back from a couple days in the woods and had some time to reflect, and it was really nice. And one thing I decided is I'm going to start doing this new segment on the YouTube, on the Facebook, the Twitter, whatever, called Mind Candies. And this is the first installment. So this idea was really birthed to me in 2007. I was captain of Salisbury Buzz Ultimate 2007, 2008, and Salisbury Buzz Ultimate. It wasn't the most, we had a good squad, but it wasn't the most motivated group of athletes. So me, being the captain, the leader, I needed to motivate my team. So I just called it speeches. I would just think of some things, some words, some ideas to get these guys fired up. Then I went out to UNI to study under Jed Smith, 2009, 2010. And Jed is hands down the most motivational person I've ever been in the presence of. The guy is just a master motivator. And one of the reasons he could get so much out of his athletes, I mean, anybody would walk through a brick wall for Jed Smith, because he just can get it out of you. And he did that by giving mind candies. I mean, almost every team, almost every training session, it was, you know, everybody would sit there and be completely focused on what he had to say, and he would tell a story. He would take it as far as giving a PowerPoint. I mean, for the football team, sometimes hour and a half long PowerPoints just to get these guys thinking about what they really want out of their athletic experience at a UNI. So I took that idea and ran with it and started calling it Mind Candy. So I was coaching a bunch of sports out there, and I was teaching 4 classes. And I started giving mind candies to my teams. And at first it was I wasn't real good at it. You know, I started off real basic, and eventually my confidence built, and I really got a lot out of giving these mind candies to athletes, because they got a lot out of it, and they were able to use that as kind of motivation to fuel the fire. So, and then, you know, the Monday mind candies on the Facebook, and then if you've ever been to a clinic, at the end it's like, hey, you know, we talk about some things about how you can go forward with this, and I give a little mind candy usually. So I thought to myself, why not start it on the YouTube? So I wanted to start today with the first installment is just the most basic idea, which is this quote: "You only live once." Now, I think you hear this quote all the time. People I think they use it to more to justify instant gratification type actions, like, yo bro, you going out tonight? You only live once, man, you got to come out. And I honestly think about it in the opposite way. I use it to justify being as good to yourself as you possibly can. So if you think about it, just a couple different ways with relationships, with your body, and with your mind. So, you know, with relationships, and I'm talking, you know, business relationships, personal relationships, love, all this stuff, you've got to open yourself up and be vulnerable. And I remind myself, hey, you only live once. Like, what's the worst that can happen? You can get hurt, but you only live once. You know, open yourself up, be vulnerable, put yourself out there. When you think about mentally, it's like the mind can easily be clouded, but can also be trained to be as sharp as possible. So rather than feeding it with, you know, giving your mind and your body really bad things and making it cloud it, you only live once. Why not see what you can get out of your mind and study and learn and become as sharp as you possibly can be? And then with the body, it's like, hey, you only live once. Why wouldn't you want to see what your athletic potential is? Why wouldn't you want to make your body your machine and feed your body everything that it needs, and just learn about your body and train your body and become the best you can be? So I was reading Stephen Covey's book this weekend, and one thing that he said, a little exercise that I like that I want you guys to try, is to think of yourself, like zoom out and just be able to think of yourself in the place that you are right now at this date, where it's March 12th, 2012, and then think about the end of your life, whenever you leave this earth. In that time in between, what are you going to do with it? Because everything, I sincerely believe that it's a choice. I have decided that during that time, I am absolutely going to crush it, because I've made the choice to crush it. So it's up to you what you do with it. Take some time, think about what you really, really want, because if it's true, you only live once, you're only on this earth once, be the best you can be. So comments, thoughts, post them. 2012. We'll see you guys soon. Look forward to more Monday Mind Candies.